Hi, I'm Asmita and I'm the graduate engineer at Icon Water. As a child growing up, my father would always encourage me to understand the basic principle or the basic working behind any domestic equipment at home. And he's a mechanical engineer, so he always asked me to be curious or wanting to know how certain things work. And he always told me a career in science would take you a step closer into impacting the world in a certain way. Imagine being involved in designing the next airplane, or imagine being a part of designing the next way of treating water. So I feel like that's just the impact you make on the world, on your community, and that's why STEM means so much to me, and he's been my source of inspiration to go ahead with STEM. I did my bachelor's in production engineering, which is a judicious mix of manufacturing and process engineering, after which I completed my master's in engineering management, which directed me towards understanding how project management works, how operations work, and I completed that at University of South Australia. During my high school, I focused majorly on physics, chemistry. I did biology as well. Though I didn't perceive it, but I loved studying biology, so I did biology. I majored in physics. I loved physics. I loved chemistry. I loved maths. Within maths, I loved geometry more than algebra. So yeah, I wasn't great at everything, but I did try and focus on things that I could learn and enjoy, and physics was my major learning curve, I would say. When I did my bachelor's, it was very evident that there's a ratio gap between men and women in your class. And I worked on the shop floor as a part of my course requirement. And I knew that I wasn't physically strong as others. And basically someone would always come up and ask me, how are you going to do that? And to me, that is my greatest source of inspiration. It's a driving force for me to just accomplish it. So yeah, I mean, you do come across that, but it's changing. It's going to take a generational change to rectify it, but it's happening. The one thing that I'd wish someone had told me is to lay a basic foundation in STEM. When I say that, I meant to say is get some basic programming language, get some basic knowledge in engineering skills, which is like carpentry or welding. You may not end up pursuing a career or doing a major in your college in science, but those skills always stay with you, and it makes you stand out of the crowds, because with every company growing and declining over technology, I feel these skills are very relevant and important, and that is something I wish I had done during my high school, is more practical work rather than just studying. Always be curious, always be inquisitive into exploring what the world has to offer you, and understand how science affects the world and how you can give back to the world with a course in science.